All these hats are so nice looking. They would never look good on me.
What are you talking about? That's no attitude to have. Here, put it on.
Huh? Well, how does it look?
It looks like we definitely have to buy it now.
Here, catch. Huh. Huh.
Hey!
Hey. So, like, your wall?
Oh shit! I forgot you were coming over.
You shouldn't keep postponing it. The tarp's getting pretty nasty. I saw brainwinders circling it. They're gonna find a way in. Did you get a haircut?
Chunks of it got singed off in the fire, so I had to even it out.
Ah.
Seriously though, I'm so sorry, but I do really have to go into town today. I have a bunch of job interviews lined up.
Ooh, did you get fired?
No, I didn't get fired. It's just all the new pet shit I gotta deal with now. Also, the water bill went up. Which is bullshit because I don't drink water and Bloody only drinks that syrupy crap.
You know why it went up, right? It's because the Simply Liberation Sanitary Napkin Arena is not paying for its water, so the city's voicing the bill on us.
Well, I don't know anything about that, but if I can't get a new job, I'm completely screwed. It shouldn't be too hard, right? I mean, I've had this job forever, and my resume is longer than half the people alive. Right? Right?
Well, that's fine anyway. I have shit to do too. We need to finish removing all the torn up sidewalk, and some kids have been fucking around the abandoned cement
Wait,
mixer.
it would actually be really helpful if you would come along.
Ha! No. Besides, it's not a good look if you bring a friend. They'll think you can't do anything by yourself.
But I can't!
Fine, but you're not going to get results like that. If you're serious about this, you'll have to do something you don't want to. They're not going to hire you unless
Wait,
you're getting their dicks hard.
no lipstick!
Tough it out. If I have to wear lipstick to be taken seriously, you can do it too.
I said, excuse me, lady. I've got to get to know you. I might tell you crazy things that I'm not supposed to. And I'm confused about you and I just wanna know if you want me to be your guy. I said, excuse me, lady. Let me tell you about my past. I rushed into get intimate a little too fast. Don't wanna make the same mistake, but I have no regrets. I wrote these words just for you, in case I forget. I feel like I should just let you know that having to show a little more love for you than is healthy too.
さんさん、なんとかして、サンタ先輩、マグの欲をしている場合じゃないですよ。まったく、誰が火山の神を怒らせたのよ。早く止めないと、被害は甚大になるわ。大天使ウエルに頼みましょう。ほら、サンさん、マグマで遊んでいる場合じゃないわ。自然破壊を最小限に抑えて、あなたの神に祈りなさい。早く火山の神の怒りが収まるといいわね。セーフ
I'd like to think of life as some sort of paradise, following my friends into the deep end. The water is cold and the sand is too hot, but if I don't go, it'll be overnight. So suck it up, we'll be fine, we're going on life's hard ride, making a name for ourselves. Here we are, this is me, fighting with originality. I'm gonna make the whole world sing. Bloodthing.
No, this can't. No. Naomi, you gotta hear this. They're going to start putting content warnings before movies now. Movies. Films and television shows will now be given a letter rating, suggesting a recommended audience age for the purposes of parental discretion. This warning will also list the film's treatment of issues such as sex, violence, and substance abuse, its use of profanity, or other matters typically deemed unsuitable for children or adolescents. This is where we're at now.
Well, you know the playoffs aren't for a couple of weeks. They could still turn it around.
What?
Oh, I mean, it must be very hard for you.
It's hard for the
My
kids.
head.
How are they going to have the patience to accomplish anything of value if we're putting warnings before things that are hard or giving them the option to leave? There wasn't a content warning when you were conscripted into the military. They'd put you in a tank, point you at a hospital, and tell you they'd kill your family if you didn't blow it up. Remember, this is a government agency doing this. Not a private company. We're getting entirely too dependent on the government to provide for us. Please.
Wait, you have one too?
Start wanting.
Was it something we ate?
You are about to be tested. No, you are not hearing things. I am speaking to you. I'm also speaking to the person next to you. And every man, woman, child, and individual within a 100-mile radius, simultaneously, in every language spoken in your area.
Fuck, dude, will somebody get this fucking Edgewater voice change? Really pissing me off. Really pissing me off.
I imagine right now, you are most likely wondering who or what I am. But that is the least of your concerns, because
Damn it, slow
you
down.
will have to make a choice. Look beside you. You will see a button. Well, if you have one, it can be activated by you, and you alone. At sundown tonight, 100,000 of you will die. But it can be prevented if you and everyone else presses their button. That is all.
Wait. We should check the news.
Next time on an all-new Bloodthing.
The material making up the outer casing of the button is a complete mystery and is seemingly impenetrable.
All-new Bloodthing.
It's Nito.
In the remote region of Norum, an area previously most well known for rectal yodeling, a phenomenon of auditory hallucinations followed by the appearance of strange small buttons has been causing quite the uproar. At first, the idea of mass hysteria was proposed as a possible explanation, but if the so far nearly 500 identical first-hand accounts weren't proof enough, the current scientific consensus is that the buttons are actually capable of what this mysterious voice has threatened. Rashida Kazuna has more at Junior Pasture Science Institute.
The material making up the outer casing of the button is a complete mystery and is seemingly impenetrable, at least against any penetration method currently known to modern science. However, the inner machinations of the device are deceptively simple. Using a basic X-ray machine, researchers have discovered that the buttons are essentially nothing more than a countdown timer and a device capable of sending out a very special type of pulse. The current hypothesis from all available information is, at some time around sundown tonight, a neurological version of an electromagnetic pulse, also commonly known as an NMP, will be sent out from an unknown location. Instead of electrical equipment being affected, this pulse attacks the brains of its targets, completely destroying its normal functioning. This pulse has the potential to cause incalculable loss of life, and according to reports, the voice has stated the target to be 100,000, a pretty substantial percentage of the region's population. However, if all of the buttons are activated by that time, they will unanimously emit a neutralizing counterpulse to the neurological EMP, theoretically nullifying the effects and protecting the person holding it. Unfortunately, this last-minute life-saving scenario will only happen if all of the buttons are pressed. The devices are all connected via their own inaccessible private network, and are constantly performing checks on the press status of all other buttons on the network. If a single one of them has not been activated by their owner by sundown, the protective counterpulse will not be sent to anyone, causing unimaginable devastation.
Yeah, well, I'm over it. Vibe's gone.
Wow, now that's what I call music. So how are you enjoying the show, Puddles? I know that it's hard to see, but at least it sounds better, because we have surround sound.
That's right, and speaking of which, we're just moments away from the ball dropping. The whole world waits with bated breath as we stand on the precipice of a new
I
year
can't believe
and
they
a
spent a
new
whole
era.
year lifting that ball up, just to drop it back down again.
What?
You excited, Puddles?
Well, I'm sure it'll be great. After all, we've been on such a winning streak recently.
I know this last year hasn't... Okay, it's been really terrible. But I think that there is still reason to be hopeful. I know that saying things can't possibly get worse is the really easy, incinerate thing that people always say, but things really can't get any worse than they've been. Like, can you even imagine things being worse than they are right now? I can't. So I think that maybe there is still reason to be hopeful. Don't you?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
No more years! I'm sick of your fucking years!